Hey guys, here's DMR check for Monday. Okay, so our first skill is to find the value for a set of coins. It says we have 2 quarters, 1 dime, 1 nickel, 5 pennies. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my coins. I need to make 2 coins for my 2 quarters. So 2 coins for my quarters. Okay, I'm going to make 1 coin for my 1 dime. Okay, 1 nickel, so that's 1 more coin. And 5 pennies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now I'm ready to label with my touch points. I know that quarters have 5 touch points, so I need to label my quarters top to bottom, top to bottom. Punch them in the nose nice and clear so I don't leave any touch points out and forget to count them. Top to bottom, top to bottom, and punch them in the nose. I did my quarters. I'm going to go ahead and cross those off. 1 dime. I know the dimes have 2 touch points. So top to bottom. Done with my dimes. I've got 1 nickel, and nickels only have 1 touch point on the top. So here's my nickel. Cross it off my list. And 5 pennies. My pennies are boxed so that I do not count them by 5s. I count them by 1s. Okay, so I'm ready to go ahead and count and label the value of each coin underneath. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Ooh, I'm at a weird angle. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. I see my boxes. I'm going to stop counting by 5, start counting by 1s. 1 more than 65 is 66, 67, 68, 69, and 70. So the value of this group of coins is 70 cents, written in 2 ways. 70 cents with the cent sign, written with the dollar sign, the dollar symbol. The dollar symbol goes first. There's $0 because we have less than 100 cents, and 70. If you got this one correct, give yourself a star. Okay, moving on to skill number 2. Trying to get it situated. Okay, skill number 2, we're putting the numbers in order, this time from least to greatest instead of greatest to least to greatest. So least means the lowest value first. So I know that when I'm ordering numbers, I always need to look at the greatest place value. So I see we have 3 digits, so that means this is the hundreds place. I'm going to go ahead and underline it. 3 digits of a hundreds place. But this number has a thousands place because there's 1, 2, 3, 4 digits. I'm going to underline that thousands place and 1, 2, 3 digits, so that's a hundreds place. Now remember, we're looking for the least first, least to greatest, smallest value first. So I have a 9, a 9, a 1, and a 6. Now 1 is less than 9 and 6, but that's a 1 in the thousands place. So because of its place value, it has a higher value than the 9 or the 6. So I need to look at my numbers in the hundreds place. So I have a 9, and a 6. 6 is less than 9, so I'm going to put 659 first. It has the least value. So 659. I'm going to go ahead and cross that off. Now I need to move to my 2 other numbers that only go to the hundreds place. So I have a 9 and a 9. That means I need to go to the tens place and compare the tens place in both numbers. So I have a 5 in the tens place and a 6. So 5 tens and 6 tens. 6 tens has a higher value than 5 tens. So I know that the 5, we're going least to greatest. So 956 is less than 965. So 956 goes next. And I know automatically that my 965 is going to go before my 1065 because this is a 1 in the thousands place again. So we automatically know that's the greatest value of all of the numbers in the group. So my next number is 965. Cross it off. And my last number left is 1065. Okay. So this is the order of the numbers from least to greatest in this group. If you got that correct, give yourself a star. And let's move on to skill number 3. Okay, so here we're comparing numbers. We're looking to see which numbers are greater than, less than, or equal to. So we start with our first two numbers. We have 956 and 659. We always start with the greatest place value, just like when we order numbers. So both numbers have 3 digits, so they go to the hundreds place. I'm going to go ahead and underline the hundreds place. And I have a 9 and I have a 6. I know my alligator is very, very hungry. He's always going to eat the largest number. So 9 is greater than 6. So my alligator mouth is going to go this way. We also know that when you look at the alligator's mouth, think of it as an arrow and think of a number line. When the arrow points this way, and when you go this way on a number line, the numbers get greater. So that means greater than. So I know 956 is greater than 659. Now let's compare 659 and 596. Starting with the highest place value, we have a 6 in the hundreds place and a 5 in the hundreds place. So I already know that 6 has a higher value than 5. So my hungry alligator is going to eat the 659. And the arrow again is pointing this way. So that means greater than. On a number line, the numbers get greater when you go this way. So 659 is greater than 596. Okay, then we have a new part on our DMR. Instead of writing our reflection, we're going to do a number of the day. So our number of the day today is 1,234. So we're going to figure out what number is 10 more, 10 less, 100 more, and 100 less. We're going to write our number in expanded form and then tell whether or not our number is odd or even. So to find out what number is 10 more, you have to look at your tens place. Okay, this is the tens place. Thousands, hundreds, tens, ones. The tens place has a 3. If I put one more 10 in there, we would have 4 tens. So 10 more would be 1,244. Okay. Now 10 less, again, looking at the tens place. 10 less, if I have 3 tens and take 1 10 away, I would have 2 tens. So 10 less would be 1,224. Okay, now we're moving on to 100 more. That means you need to look at the hundreds place. So that's our 2 right here. That's our hundreds place. So if I have 2 hundreds and I put 100 more, that would mean I have 3 hundreds. So my number would be 1,334. Okay. 100 less, look again at our number in the hundreds place. If I have 2 hundreds and I took 100 away, that would be 100 less. I would only have 100 there. So that would be 1,134. Okay, and I know it's been a while since we've done expanded form, but expanded form shows the value of each digit. So we know that a 1 that's in the thousands place, the value of that 1 is 1,000. So I'm going to start there and write my 1,000. Okay. 1,000. I have a 2, but it's in the hundreds place. So that means the value of the 2 is 200. So I'm going to write 200 for the value of the 2. Then I have a 3, but it's in the tens place. I know 3 tens, the value of 3 tens is 30. So I'm going to write 30. And then in the ones place, I have a 4. The value of 4 ones is just 4. So 1,000 plus 200 plus 30 plus 4 is expanded form for that number. Okay, and last, we're going to tell whether or not the number is odd or even. So I know that to tell if a number, no matter how big or small it is, you always look at the ones place to tell if the number's odd or even. So I have a 4 in the ones place, and if you forget 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8 are even, then you can always make dots to figure it out. So if there's a 4 in the ones place, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So remember, even numbers always have a partner. These two are partners, these two are partners. There's no odd man out, so I know that 1,234 is even. Okay, so that's your DMR for Monday. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Bye.